This one's for your pee-pee. Oast. I'm just on the lookout for some rat prevention kit. Look at this. That wavy stuff there is where their feet wore it out. They used to walk around in circles trying to pull water up or something. There you go, learn something new every day.
It was pointless hard labour and there to punish you. I'll tell you more examples of pointless hard labour later on. She is a granddaughter of William the Conqueror, daughter of Henry I, and she's married to Amanda Heinrich V, the Holy Roman Emperor, where she gets the title of Empress Matilda from this marriage, and she's heavily involved with British politics. But unfortunately, he does pass away, so at the age of 26, she is set to remarry a 13-year-old boy. This is when a 14-year civil war breaks out between the two of them, called the Anarchy.
60 of them lived in this little room. 60 soldiers. Apparently the cleaning was every couple of months. Basically, they swim in their own turd. Oh, you love that, don't you?
Now the motte are mainly good defensive design, having there would have been a moat around the motte, and then a moat outguard.
You bloody love it, don't you? Going down to the crypt now.
So this here is the crypt of St George's Chapel. Crypt of St George's Chapel. Built in 1074, so 3 years after the castle was built, also by the same man as well, Robert Doyley. His reason for not building the castle but afterwards is because he wasn't a religious man. And it was the first institution of higher education in Oxford a whole century before any of the universities were around.
He did just say loads of interesting stuff, but I can't remember it.
Can you see the shackles?
1.3 million her dad was offering out to anyone who would marry her. The bloke who took her, bit that hand off, obviously, was already married, and she ended up doing something nasty to her dad. Oh, she was loaded. She had her own bed and that. Bed. It's comfier than my one in the bloody van. Look at it. Quite literally an iron bed, like. What on earth? Oh, that looks well comfortable. That's like the bed in my van.
Individual ones as well. Brought here to prison. You had to know the difference between right and wrong at the age of 7 in Victorian times. If you didn't, you would go to prison like she did. So her crimes playing with her dolls one day out in her garden. Nothing wrong with that. But then she saw one of those there, a pram or abandoned as a perambulator, and she took it without asking. As it was reported stolen, she was found with it. She was arrested, taken to court and everything in front of a judge, about to have a couple of weeks in the prison. But her father pleaded with the judge to lower down the sentence and that he would send her to school afterwards, which the judge luckily agreed with.
18 quid this was. 18 quid for a tour of the prison and the castle. Not too bad. One thing I will say, the park in Oxford is scandalous. It almost cost as much to bloody park here than it did for this tour. The reviews are outrageous, as you can imagine. More expensive than London, it says.
Bit of the Black Panther. Well, it was 40 years ago now. During a year-long reign of terror in the 1970s, Donald Nielsen horrified the nation. So vicious. He was in a class of his own. And that's why he spent the months of his trial in this secure cell. He got 4 life sentences. You wouldn't want someone like that getting loose, would you?
Yeah, 7 years old she was when she was put in prison just for playing with that. They're brutal. And I say that this dude is 17. But look at him. He looks about 13. It's brutal times, isn't it? Brutal. These aren't original bars, but gives you an idea. This bed is outrageous, like a military bed. Madness. Yeah, this is the posh bedroom I was talking about. 1.3 million her dad offered for someone to marry her. He did. And it turns out he was already married. Legend. I'm joking. Can't remember how to get down to the crypt. So the crypt apparently is the most haunted place in Oxford. I think it's down here. The most haunted place in Oxford. He just said, yeah, it is down here. And what are we doing? We're going to go down by ourselves, aren't we? Why? I don't know, because I'm already scared. He said that corner in particular, I don't know why. Scary, isn't it? You can taste like the damp in the air down here, and you know, this is when they dry everything out, so I dread to think what it was like back in the day. The old crypt, you bloody love it, don't you? He did say that the prisoners had to build their own cells to learn trade, so when they come back out of prison, they sort of didn't commit crimes again. That was his thought process behind it. I think that's quite good, to be honest. Give them some skills, trades. But yeah. Right, I better get out of here because I need to refinance my bloody house to pay for the parking. I hope you've enjoyed this. Take care now. Bye bye then.